Gentlemen, have you been having difficulty seeing your children, even though you may have an order from the court giving you time with your children? Are you being denied that time because of a violation of the court order? If you have, stay tuned. You're in the right place tonight. My name is Ross Virgin. I'm with KidsNeedTheirDads.com, and tonight we want to look at this ongoing problem of fathers, of course, being expected to make their child support payments, but almost zero enforcement of the right of those dads to be spending time with their children. We're going to run through, just makes a little bit of reference to a few cases here, and then let you know how you can get further information about this problem of enforcing your access rights if that's one of the difficulties you're facing in your family court situation. First case I want to make reference to is one of our gentlemen. His first name is Raed, and he is very frustrated, as all of you are who don't get to see your children. He has been fighting for 4 years to get a chance to see his children. And this is through endless delays in the court system. And he has not been able to see his children during that 4-year period. And I'm sure every one of you out there who's experiencing this problem can appreciate and understand his situation. Besides that, this dragging on the case for 4 years, he has lost $30,000 in lawyer fees. Which is more disgusting? Clearly, him not seeing his child, that's the #1 priority here. But there are many of you out there who would argue, and rightly so, bleeding him dry for $30,000 and he gets nothing for it, and his child gets nothing for it. That amounts to child abuse. And as we progress through this video and many of our future videos on a father's right to see his children, we're going to continuously refer to not an access violation. It's not a court order violation. It is child abuse. It is all of the above. It is access violation. It is a violation of a court order, but it is child abuse. We have to call it what it really is. Item #2 case. A gentleman who just called us about a month or so ago. During the last year, he has only had a chance to see his children for a total of 48 hours out of the year, and that also and equally is despicable and has to be stopped. How many of you fellows out there watching this video have been through that, or know someone who has, someone else in your family who has been through this? It is despicable, disgusting, and it needs to be stopped. Can it be stopped easily? No. But is there a definite need for us to try? Absolutely. And that's why we're glad you're watching this video. And momentarily, before we outline the third case, we're going to put for you a link on your screen above where it says, right now it says enforce access. There will be a link there that you can copy down. And we want you to go to that link maybe when this video is over, and give us an email address where we can send you some of these case histories. And we can do that, and that will take place over a number of months. Okay, and now you can see that link up above at the top of your screen. I'll try to make sure if I can sit in a way that my head doesn't block it out for you. There, it's blocked out right now, but there, I'll bend down so you can copy that link. And if you go to that link after this video is over, then we will be able to know what email address we can send you further case histories about this. Now, item #3. If I can get close enough to the microphone without blocking that out, maybe I'll be bobbing back and forth and you can get that link written down. Case #3. This is a situation of multiple access violations, as so many of you have been through. And it arises out of Hamilton, Ontario, which is Ontario, Canada. Even though we realize a lot of the people watching this video are in the United States and in other countries around the world, actually. And we welcome every one of you from whatever country you may be in right now, because losing your children is losing your children is losing your children, no matter what country it is in. And we want to work with all of you because we're talking about some general principles here that you need to learn about so that you can implement them in your case and work with your lawyer on some of those cases. Just before I go into case number 3 here, we have to reiterate during each of our videos that we are not providing you with legal advice. You can only obtain legal advice from your lawyer, and we recommend that any information that you learn from this video, if you find it a help, we are providing you information based on a little over 30,000 fathers that we have worked with over many years, and we give you the information with the hope that you can learn from it, and if you feel it might help your case, take the information to your lawyer to obtain the proper legal advice. Now, case number 3. Case number 3 arises out of Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and it involves, again, a father who was experiencing the same problem that so many of you are experiencing out there, that he had multiple situations where there was an order giving him time with his children on a weekend, and when he tried to exercise that access, visitation with his children, the mother just refused to let the child go with the father. This gentleman, and we're going to be talking more about his case in some of our upcoming video meetings we hold. Once you reach this link up above here and tell us how we can get a hold of you, every Friday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern Time or New York City time, we have video conferences in which we'll be talking more about this case and how this gentleman handled the situation. He did not hire a lawyer. He handled this case by himself, which takes a lot of guts, and we certainly commend him for that. And when we discuss his case further with you at our video meetings, you'll learn more details of how he went about this. But he argued before the court that because he had a court order giving him access every second weekend, or there were even some weekends which he had in between that, but when he would go to pick up his child, he was denied. And he gave specific details, and this is important too, which we teach at our video meetings on Friday evenings. The need for you to document. Must have the dates and times and what took place, what the interaction was at the house when you tried to pick up your child, because a judge will not take serious action. In most cases, they don't take serious action, period. But in this case, this judge is to be commended. Judge Steinberg, he did take serious action. He put this mother in jail. What do you think, for you fellows out there who have lost touch with your children, what do you think would happen? Do you think your ex-wife would continue taking your children away from you if she faced some real jail time? Well, in any event, this woman, the judge found after listening to multiple cases, at least there was one of the incidents of access violation, which was clearly enough documented, and any access violation where there's a court order, that is contempt of court, and it should result in a jail term, no question about it. So this judge sentenced this woman to 5 days in jail, which was wonderful. Of course, she was crying and complaining that she was going to lose a job next week that she had just been hired for. Well, you know, that's too bad. You know, you should think about that before you break the law. When if you go and smash somebody's house in, and you're put in jail, and you say, "Oh, well, you know, I had a job lined up for next week." Well, then you should have thought about that before you smashed in somebody's house. And likewise, don't come out and say you have a job to go to next week. You should have thought about that before you denied that father his right to see his children, and more importantly, before you denied that child the right to see and be with his father. So this woman was sentenced to 5 days in jail, and of course I am criticized aggressively, and so is our whole organization, KidsNeedTheirDads.com, for commending the judge and encouraging jail terms because, oh my goodness, how could you possibly put a mother in jail, what is the child going to think about that? What's the child going to think about that? The child needs to have explained to him where his mother is right now, why he's not seeing his mother. You're not seeing your mother, Johnny, because she's in jail. Daddy, why is she in jail? She's in jail because she broke the law. A court order is law. And if you're going to go and violate a child's right to be with and spend time with his parents, you deserve to be in jail. And I make no apology for saying that. So anyway, those are the three cases, and hopefully in the next few weeks on our Friday evening video meetings, which we eventually would love to welcome you to, when you go to that link above there, we want to get you involved so you can know when these various events are coming up. In addition to that, it's vitally important that you take other action too, because these problems will not go away by themselves. It's up to you and me to work on them. So let's start right now. 2 items for you to do. Item number 1, because our videos deal with these issues, and there will be more and more and more of them, which of course you will not want to miss, on the problems of access to fathers. Can you obtain custody? Can you obtain joint custody? Are your child support payments excessive? Are you paying alimony which you can't afford? What about loss of protection of your assets that you may be losing unjustly? You will not know about those videos coming up unless you go down below the red button which says subscribe. Click on subscribe, and then also click on the notification bell so that you'll know when those videos are coming up. And item number 2 for you. Right now, or the moment this video is completed, please go down below where the comments are. We want you to leave 2 separate comments. Comment number 1. Tell us your number 1 problem. What is the top priority issue that's bothering you today? Put that in down below in the comments in comment number 1. Comment number 2. Reopen the second window for comment number 2 and give us detail. Explain exactly the facts of your case so we can better understand how your access violations are taking place, specifically the redress you're seeking. Are you using a lawyer? Are you trying to do it by yourself? Just whatever information you can provide, put it down in comment number 2. And our future videos, while we have an agenda for those videos, which have already been laid out for you, we want to hear from you. We want to know what your problem is, because what we do is we add your issues into both our future videos, and we also address with your issues at the meetings that you can be invited to by going to this link up above there after this video is over. So thank you very much for joining us at KidsNeedTheirDads.com. Again, my name is Ross Virgin with KidsNeedTheirDads.com, and we look forward to meeting you in our next video. Thanks very much for watching.